everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this video, the top 5 new communities you're going to want to take a look at in 2024, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Living in YYC, everybody. Mark and Natalie Newstater with eXp Realty here in Calgary, and we help people make smooth moves to Calgary, in Calgary, whether you're buying or selling. Hit us up in that description below. Call us, text us, 825-256-5007, or just click that link in the description below. Whether you want to have a buyer consultation, a seller consultation, we help on both sides of the transaction, and we would love to chat with you. So Natalie, today, this is super exciting. You did a lot of research into this, and these are the top 5 communities that we have kind of chosen for you to consider if you like that new home smell.
Absolutely. Right? There are so many new communities being built in and around Calgary, so I just sort of went through and sort of picked some really interesting ones, and we have them in all 4 quadrants of the city, and we also have a little bonus one that's just outside of the city.
Yeah, so stick around to the end of the video for that one. So first off, Natalie, you take this one. It's Glacier Ridge.
Glacier Ridge. It's in the northwest. So it's between 85th Street is to the west, 144th Ave is northwest, and Sarcee to the south, Simons Valley to the east. So it's up in that sort of little pocket up by Simons Valley Ranch. Amenities, it is 10 minutes or less to shopping in Sage Hill, Beacon Hill, and also the Simons Valley Ranch Market. Some of the features of this, there's 832 acres with 10 kilometers of trails. It's only 25 minutes to downtown, and it's super easy to get out to the mountains. As well, it has foothills views of the Rocky Mountains and coulees. There's a lot of coulees in that area. It's pretty cool. The village is currently in the design process. So they were estimating, they said on the website, that will be opening in about 2025. But that's going to feature skating ribbon, walking past basketball courts, all ages playground, spray park, tennis courts, ice rink, patio spaces, fire pits, and a toboggan hill, which is awesome. Because again, the coulees. Yeah. Inside of the village, they're going to have a gym, rentable rooms for different programs for the community, activities that they'll arrange for, you know, if you want to go square dancing or you want to do ballet for your kids, that kind of thing. There'll also be an area that you can, residents can rent it out for private events. And there's a banquet space, seating, and gathering areas. So public schools, because there are currently no schools in that area because it is brand new. Public, you would go elementary at Royal Oak School, junior high at William D. Pratt. Both of those are in Royal Oak. High school would be Robert Thirsk, and that's over in Crowfoot Park. But they do have 1 high school space and 4 elementary schools planned. But as I was also reading, that goes for all of these, they are waiting for funding from the provincial government. So until those are put in place, they're not going to have anything currently. Separate schools, which is the Calgary Catholic Board. There's elementary and junior high at St. Bridget, which is in Citadel, and high school is St. Francis down in Collingwood. Go Browns. Home styles that are featured there are parkfront, front drive, laned, paired homes, and condos. So they're going to have the whole gamut of different styles.
Yeah. What's cool about those park front homes, which you see in Alpine Park here in the southwest part of Calgary, is there's the homes, the front porches are facing each other.
Yeah, and it's a park space in between. It's really pretty. Really
trying to create that community feel. The community center there kind of reminds me of Nolan Hill. Yeah. So we had clients that sold in Nolan Hill, and that was one of the big amenities of that area. So let's zip on over across Deerfoot Trail now to Cornerstone. Now Cornerstone's been around for quite a while, but it's only 20 minutes to downtown. You take Stony, Country Hills, lots of options there. It's actually Calgary's largest community with 180 acres of natural wetlands. Who knew? I did not know that about Cornerstone. 95 acres of land dedicated for parks, 14 kilometers of pathways, Calgary's first approved major activity center with plenty of shopping, commercial, and over 3,000 employment opportunities, which is kind of nice if you have kids that want to work, if you have a spouse that wants to work in the community. And then when it's completed, the community will have 5 future school sites. Again, that's all pending provincial government funding, and then 2 adjacent major transit plazas, including LRT stations. For public schools, you've got the elementary Keeler School in Marlborough, junior high, Dr. Gordon Higgins School in Rundle, High School, Dr. James Fowler in Tuxedo. So that's the only downside. You're driving quite a ways to get to schools in Cornerstone.
Yeah.
Separate schools, elementary is Monsignor, Hetherington, and Coral Springs. Junior high is St. John, the 23rd in Falcon, the 13th. No, that's two X's. That's 23rd. Two X's. That's 23rd in Falcon Ridge. High school is Bishop McNally. Easy for me to say. That is in Falcon Ridge. And then for home styles, you have front drive, lane homes, duplexes, townhomes, and condos, pretty standard. So that is Cornerstone up in the Northeast. Now we're zooming down to our neck of the woods here in the Southwest for Pine Creek.
We love Pine Creek. It's a beautiful area. It's a very unique neighborhood. So it's just west of McLeod. It's south of 210 Ave.
So think south of Silverado and just southeast
and
of
Belmont and all that kind of
Spruce
stuff.
Meadows.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's unique because it's geared only for single family living with no condos, no commercial spaces, or community fees. It's got local and regional pathways because there are a lot of pathways in that area already. It's 5 minutes to Sirocco Golf Course, which we just golfed at the other day. Fabulous course. 5 minutes to Spruce Meadows, 15 minutes to Fish Creek Park, and 15 minutes to Granary Road, which is a very cool area. It's out in the country, beautiful location. It's a market, as well as they have this unbelievable playground for kids in the back. You do have to pay for it, but it's like Disneyland for little kids. It is, so it's south of 22X, and it's very close to shopping, everything. You can zip across McLeod over to Legacy, which has the gamut. See our other video that we posted about Legacy. So you have everything you could want. Oh, as well as Spruce It Up Garden Center, which is fantastic. So for public schools for Pine Creek, you have elementary at Bridlewood School, and you have junior high at Samuel W. Shaw Junior High, and both of those are in Shaughnessy. High school would be Centennial High School, which is just over in Sundance. Separate schools, elementary is St. Sebastian, and that is in Chaparral. Junior high would be Father Wheelahan in Sundance, and high school is Bishop O'Byrne in Shaughnessy. That's the high school that is attached to the library.
Yep.
And it has the Y, which has a big skating area, so it's all sort of a mixed-use area.
That's our dog drinking water on the background.
He was just suntanning in the back, and now he's hot. So home styles in this community are front drive, laned homes, and paired homes.
Yeah, one thing I love, we have had clients that have purchased down there in Pine Creek, Creekstone, same thing. Two different developers, but it's the same kind of conjoined area. You're right on that Pine Creek Reserve, as we talked about in our Legacy short the other day. So you kind of feel like you're out in nature, and then there's all the foothills right around there, so you get great views of those as well.
Views. And the one thing I would say in the community, they do have a large pond. They have 3 big parks in the area that you can easily walk to from anywhere in the community. So that's Pine Creek.
Next up, as we go to the southeast part of Calgary, is the community of Hotchkiss. And for those of you that are newer to Calgary, it's actually named after one of the former owners of the Calgary Flames, Harley Hotchkiss. I actually worked for the Flames back in the late 90s and early 2000s. He was a wonderful, wonderful man. So it's super cool that it's named after Mr. Hotchkiss. So where is it? Well, it is going to be east of Stony Trail between 146th Ave and 22X. So kind of southeast of the big intersection of Stony Trail as it turns northeast. So for community amenities, going to have a family-centered community around 30 acres of wetlands. So wetlands is a very common theme, and I love that about these newer communities, that they're keeping those in play. A pond, a play park, and then once it's done, it's going to have a boardwalk around the pond, family-friendly shops, childcare facilities, schools, pathways. So you're 14 minutes to the South Calgary Health Campus. That's really good to know, and the Seton YMCA. 7 minutes to the Mahogany shops, restaurants, and services, and we love Mahogany. So check out one of our other videos about Mahogany. So for public schools, again, you're driving. Elementary, for public, you've got Mackenzie Town School, and junior high is Mackenzie Highland School, both course Mackenzie Town. High school, Lord Beaverbrook. Now that's a bit of a jaunt.
That's a bit of a haul.
That's a bit of a haul. That's going to be 20-25 minutes. Easy. So just something to consider, right? You might have your high schooler with a vehicle. Separate schools are to be determined, TBD. And then for home styles, again, front drive, laned homes, and paired homes, but no apartment condos in that community.
At this point.
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing I will say, caveat, is with the schools. I did look on the CBE website, which is the Calgary Public Board, and I also looked at the separate. It's always a moving part. So it depends on enrollment in different schools, and they may switch things.
Yeah.
I know for elementary and junior high, they do provide busing for kids, and it doesn't matter what community you're in, they would have busing available if
Right.
you were not able to drive your children. High school, it's a bit of a different thing because typically it's done with city transit, like Calgary Transit. So I'm just not sure with Hotchkiss what they would do. It is considered part of it's part of the city limits.
Yeah.
So I would assume there would be something there for high school, but it's just something to keep in mind. If you do decide on any of these communities, that's something you need to do a little more research on, is where the actual schools would be.
And finally, before we get to our bonus tip, which you are going to want to stay tuned for, is Harmony, which is west of Calgary. And I'm just going to point out the first thing that comes to mind when I think of Harmony, and that's the Phil Mickelson designed Mickelson National Golf Course. And you take the rest. Okay. That's all I'm thinking of.
Yes. Okay. So it is west on Trans-Canada. The exit is basically across from the Springbank turnoff. You go north, it's 20 minutes to downtown. This has no public transit because this is in Rocky View County. It's outside of the city limits. So that's something to keep in mind. It looks stunning. It's a beautiful area. It has a fully stocked 40-acre lake that's got fishing, and you can go paddleboarding, canoeing, that kind of thing. As Mark said, the Mickelson National Golf Course and Clubhouse. It also has launch pad, which is a lot of fun. You go, you can have dinner and drinks and hit golf balls, and it's a good time. Has walking trails. Phase 1 of the Adventure Park has opened for year-round enjoyment, including beach volleyball, all-wheel flow plaza, which is a skate park, an all-wheel pump track, skating ribbon for the winter time so you can skate around on your ice skates, elevated lookout and toboggan hill, ninja course, climbing wall, dog park, as well as 2 additional parks that they have for things like soccer and if you want to go kite flying, all that kind of stuff. Future amenities include an additional 100-acre lake and beach house, and they're gonna, or beach club, and they're gonna have sand and all that good stuff. It's going to have a 35-acre village center, which has outdoor cafes. It's going to be hosting festivals, so it has outdoor stages, that kind of thing. And it has an art center there. They're really focusing on this arts. They're going to have art installations through the whole community, which I think is super cool. It has 3 future school sites, and I do believe that one of them has actually already been given some funding from the Rocky View School District, as well as the government. So I'm not sure how long it's going to be before that gets built. They haven't really said, but it's an easy drive to the mountains. Like you'll literally shoot out on the Trans-Canada and you're there in 40 minutes to Canmore, half hour, 40 minutes. Yep. Public schools are in the Rocky View School District. So you have elementary is Elbow Valley Elementary, that's for K to 4. Junior high would be Springbank Middle School. And then high school is Springbank Community High School. And it is a little different than in the city. So it's K to 4 for elementary, 5 to 8 for junior high, and then it's 9 to 12 for high school.
So here's a mini bonus tip about a community like Harmony. Yeah. Go do the drive, not just on the weekends when you're going to look at show homes there, but go do the drive during the week when you would be commuting into the city, if you are going to work in the city, to give you a real world example of what that drive is going to be like, because that is one of the challenges with some of these communities. I used to live in Elbow Valley. Yeah, I mean, you know, every time we needed to go for groceries, it was 10 to 15 minutes into West Hills or Aspen once it opened. So it does create, you love it when you're out there because you feel like you're out secluded in nature, but you know, it's just a different kind of lifestyle, right? So you have friends like, hey, are you going for groceries? Grab me a pound of sugar. So thanks for watching the whole video. And here is the bonus tip for you. Did you know that realtors like Natalie and I can help you with your new home purchase? Now, there are a few really good reasons why you'd want to do that. First reason is it doesn't cost you anything. The builder pays our fees. And number 2, Natalie, I want you to talk about this because you have helped our clients make some absolutely great design choices when that comes to that point in the build process.
When it comes to the design process, we are able to assist you. We can go to the design center with you and help you find selections and things like that for your finishings. The other thing to remember is when you are purchasing a new home, they give you, appliance packages, so it's up to so much amount of dollars, and then anything above and beyond you're responsible for. So costs can get out of hand pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's nice to have somebody there who can sort of rein things in a little bit depending on what your budget is.
Yep.
And it just helps make it a little more seamless. I find sometimes with some of our clients, especially with the new home, it can be overwhelming.
Absolutely.
And it's nice to have somebody there that can just sort of guide you along. The other thing is that a lot of times people get lost in the weeds when it comes to whether they should have a home inspection on their property, all that kind of stuff. And that's a big thing. Even though it's a new home, there are still little things that it's nice to have somebody with an impartial third party that can come in and say, okay, well, that's a problem and this needs to be addressed and that kind of thing. So you're not getting caught up in it 2 years in.
Yeah, exactly. And so absolutely get a home inspection. Again, contact us for all our resources. These are vetted professionals that we have used personally and with our clients. And then the final part of this bonus tip is the other part that we play in the whole purchase process is they will offer you different upgrades, right?
Yes.
Basement development, suites, things like that. We're going to be able to give you a really good idea of should you do it with the builder or should you do it after you take possession, because those can be very crippling in terms of your budget, because the other option is with some of those after taking possession deals is you can actually use what's called a mortgage plus improvements to still get it done as part of your mortgage. So that's like a double bonus tip there.
Yes, without having to be too sweet.
All right, so that is our list of communities, new communities that you should be considering in 2024, all parts of the city of Calgary, plus a little bit of outside Calgary. So if you are looking to purchase a new home, build a new home in Calgary in 2024, reach out, click that link in the description below, book into our calendar. And for Natalie, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.